version F16 2001.
Kleine Brogel Operational Conversion Unit, or OCU, takes care of the Belgian Air Force's F-16 training. The training program has various stages, ranging from academic training and operational flight simulations of basic flying, air-to-air and air-to-ground flights. The training takes 6 months to complete and includes 65 flights with approximately 80 flying hours, as well as 250 hours of academic training and 35 flight simulation sessions. At the end of the training period, the trainee is basic combat ready for deployment in an operational Air Force F-16 squadron. The training begins with 4 weeks of academic training. All F-16 systems are explained: hydraulics, flight controls, fuel, engine, electrical systems, etc. All trainees take separate system-specific exams. The complexity of systems on the F-16 demands a high level of basic knowledge. The majority of these courses are computer-based.
Alpha Lima 11, efflux 5x5. Weapon contact, check and clear.
Mike Charlie.
Roger, Alpha Lima 12, check in.
Efflux loud and clear.
Roger, loud and clear as well. Alpha Lima 11 formation, unknown aircraft. 15040 miles, 20,000 feet. Task interrogation.
Wilco, Alpha Lima 11.
Target 16035, 20,000, maintaining northwest.
Roger, contact 16030 miles.
Roger, Alpha Lima 11, target, task interrogation, check armament safe.
Roger, all free and safe.
Target 18020.
Roger, Judy.
Copy, Judy.
After successfully completing the first part of the training, the flight simulation phase begins. The phase lasts for 1 week. Normal and emergency procedures are taught during 7 simulations. Upon completion of flight simulation training, the trainee is ready for the first real F-16 flight.
Good morning. For your first flight today, we just packed the BCS number 1, basic syllabus flight number 1, of which you're going to be in touch with the aircraft itself. I'm going to show you yourself.
After 5 weeks of intensive academic and flight simulation training, the trainee is ready for his maiden flight on the F-16. Because of the importance of this first flight, the instructor and trainee go thoroughly over all procedures and flight situations. During this first basic conversion flight, the trainee is introduced to the flying characteristics of the F-16. During most of the flight, he will have control of the aircraft under the supervision of the instructor. At the aircraft, the instructor pilot, the IP, first demonstrates the walk-around. All systems are meticulously checked. As of the next flight, the trainee must be capable of performing this walk-around independently with the IP as a backup. Here the value of the flight simulation training becomes very clear. After completing the ground checks, you're ready to taxi and take off.
Het was prachtig, geweldig.
Cette machine, mais une fois qu'on est dedans, il y a vraiment beaucoup à faire, encore plus que sur le précédent, sur l'Alpha Jet. Et il faut être beaucoup plus touchy avec le stick ici, c'est vraiment chouette, quoi. C'est faire des choses vraiment extraordinaires, mais de l'autre côté, la charge de travail est vraiment grande. Il y a des moments où, étant donné qu'on n'a pas encore beaucoup d'expérience sur la machine, on est dépassé par tout ce qu'il y a à faire, quoi. Heureusement, il y a un instructeur qualifié dans le backseat, mais c'est nice, vraiment nice. Chouette chose à faire, fatigant. Quand je vais aller boire un petit verre d'eau et me reposer un petit peu.
After 6 dual flights plus 1 solo check flight with an IP, the first F-16 solo flight is accomplished. 2 aircraft, one with the instructor and the other with the trainee, execute this flight. During this flight, formation flying, instrument flying and landing is practiced. Needless to say, your first F-16 solo flight arouses special feelings and sensations.
Het is het, hè. Ja, het is ongelooflijk. Heel tevreden, heel content. Ik heb een heel goed weekend gaan beginnen.
Finally, the big moment has come. After hours of studying and labor, the trainee is presented the long-coveted F-16 solo badge by his instructor. This is the first of many steps in a person's long F-16 career. Of course, the traditions of a first solo flight must be respected.
So the OCU squadron is deployed here in Grosseto. We have 6 F-16s here. What we do here is basic fighter maneuver training. We've taken advantage of the squadron exchange program to come here. It's a great place to be. You see the weather is nice. We can do a lot of missions. The zones are very close, so we don't lose a whole lot of time. We have 5 trainees here. I'm with 8 IPs. We have 3 Portuguese trainees with us here. And it's been an agreement between Portugal and Belgium that these 3 trainees do their basic operational training on F-16 in Belgium. We've brought them along here and they're just flying along like all the other pilots. We actually had 1 Portuguese who did his first solo here. So a Portuguese on a Belgian F-16 in Italy. It's probably the first time this happened, and maybe it'll never happen again.
Upon completion of basic fighter maneuvers, training periods and obtaining air refueling qualifications, the air-to-ground shooting training is started. This training is accomplished at Monte Real, in Portugal. The good weather, the high level of available aircraft and the Coca shooting range opportunities enable us to reduce the duration of the deployment to 2 weeks. These ideal circumstances allow an average of about 100 missions on the spot. At the Coca range, the various disciplines of box-to-pop patterns and low-to-medium deliveries are taught, of course using dummy bombs. After 8 hours of flying, the trainee is capable of executing various attack patterns.
We're here together today to celebrate the end of the conversion of the promotion 99-1.
After 6 to 7 months of intense training, during which time 2v2, DACT dogfights or force-ship low-level tactics are practiced, and after qualification for day and night air refueling, night interception and air-to-ground range, the trainee acquires basic combat-ready level and is ready for the real thing. In recognition of the successful completion of this basic ready combat course, an official presentation ceremony takes place in the OCU building.